function of education is to teach one to think critically and intensively. Intelligence plus character. That is the true goal of education. Significant words spoken by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that resonate today just as much as they did in his time. Hi, my name is Esther Taylor, and I'm a student at Western Governors University. Today's topic of discussion is the negative impacts of standardized testing in schools on critical thinking skills. Research suggests that mandated standardized testing in schools undermines innovation and critical thinking skills and does not evaluate the student or teacher performance effectively. Additional studies show that standardized tests have negative effects in classrooms by narrowing the curriculum to test specific skills and content. Excessive time on practice tests and test-taking strategies leaves little time for real teaching and learning in classrooms. Furthermore, adequate yearly progress reports, AYP, holds the schools and teachers accountable for low test scores without taking into account outside influences or the many other student-teacher relationships that are cultivated throughout the years at the schools. Narrowing the curriculum has decreased the competencies of students in analytics and creativity. These are lifelong skills that students will continue to utilize beyond graduation. The curriculum and instruction is being governed by these tests as opposed to diverse curriculum practices as reported in research by Brooks and Dietz in 2010. Furthermore, research by Almeida and Franco in 2012 suggests that school curriculum should act as a guide and not a hindrance into critical thinking. This graph of the California standards tests provided by Issitt and Michal in 2014 shows something that most of us are familiar with. This particular graph shows the English language art scores from 2002 to 2008. It is a prime example of how standardized testing is focused on reaching the required statistics in order to qualify as high achieving, as opposed to real quality education for our children. Due to the high stakes of accountability and mandated tests, educators nationwide must succumb to the standardized testing guidelines and techniques as part of the classroom instruction. Murnane and Papay in a 2010 research further contend that there seems to be a decline in students' knowledge and skills in other subjects due to the reallocation of time. Consequently, the AYP formula is based on the percentage of students in each subgroup who meet the proficiency standards and not on the amount of academic progress students have made during a school year, as reported by Murnane and Papay in their 2010 research. Moreover, by tying funds or funding with academic achievement through standardized testing undermines the authentic quality education that Dr. King mentioned as a function of real education. Filled with regulations and mandates and in complying to the order of raising test scores, the school curriculum has become narrowed as less time is spent on critical thinking subjects that practice these crucial skills. Adequate yearly progress reports produce ineffective and inadequate evaluation measures that minimizes the true performance of the core content and structure of the student and teacher's relationships that far exceeds any test score. Therefore, teaching to the test curriculum has proven to be ineffective because it undermines innovation and critical thinking and does not evaluate the student or teacher performances effectively. In conclusion, it seems that our legislators and school boards need to adopt a lesson from Socrates, who said, "I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Thank you.